When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, in the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, a crew looking to make a statement, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. He'll bring it out. It's Vaughn. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Just going to keep it after the snap. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
First down for the offense.
Snaps it in the shotgun. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Slams ahead. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third. Sneaks it in.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it. With physicality, punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So Arizona's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Arizona comes out with another 1st down. On the move, it's 4th. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's talk a little about Arizona. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
They get through and it's blocked.
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Going to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Just plowing ahead. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
This is an offense that leads the nation in 1st downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
He wants to go deep. Got it inside the 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. to the end zone for the touchdown.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. To the air, it's Thomason. Makes the catch, it's Richardson. Really nice gain, gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's James. Turning it on. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Wildcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. Arizona going back to work with another first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now on second down.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Trying play action. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll run the screen. Powers through the defender.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dumb.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll operate out a split back. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. They want to throw it. This time he's got it. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marked it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Flowers. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And he's got a touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Tollefson. Makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Richardson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Arizona right back to the line. To the air on second down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Fires left. Got the tight end outside. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
His defense giving up ground as he's down at the 26.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. Might want to muster up that protection. They had one blocked earlier. Absolutely perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He makes the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
A fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Turns it on in midfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained.
There he goes. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. Arizona in a hurry.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back?
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Arizona! Grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense back onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Fighting off the defender. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pre-firing. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like...
Snags it down the right side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Looking to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it for a big play. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones.
And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense. And
the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be knocked down. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to sneak it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Hard running there. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. This quarterback part of their running game. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Up tempo for the offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete to the right. And into the end zone for a touchdown. The AT unit on the field. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To throw, it's Tollefson. Here's a heat. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. Makes a grab on the shot. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He'll pull it on the read. Plows through the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Wide open downfield. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that's in Arizona.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the 3rd. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Fit it in the window for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll try the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to...
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Card in the backfield. It's 4. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. To the air. It's Tollefson. Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Works the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Arizona right back to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll go back to work on offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Breaks into the open. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Got the 1st down and more. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Okay,
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll go to the ground. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice...
He bangs his way in for the score.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, they're after him. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get them to the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Back's going for the goal line. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put total end. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. A quick pass to the left. Turning it on. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets stuck.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. With the catch, it's Combs. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Catch in the middle, it's Callaway. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Gonna look downfield again. Caught over the middle. It's Flowers. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback keeps it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll give it on the counter. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but This is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beaten right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man on the right. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Callaway. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The play action fake. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside. Take advantage of it to make big plays.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. It's first down from the 11. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Tight end now in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. He's in for the touchdown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He'll heave it deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one.
Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Flips it out in the flat. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Vaughn. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Just keeps slinging it. Makes the grab. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it left. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
And back to the air on second down. This time on target. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Back open in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to the air, extending the play. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets open down the middle.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on the slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Got a man, it's Combs. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
He's got him and runs through another guy. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped him. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. They're working that left side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Quarterback making checks. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quick release by the QB. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Starting off this quarter close enough to goal line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Slams it ahead. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. And it's a touchdown. Puts 6 on the board. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll give it to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO.
Makes the catch on the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. Complete to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. This time he's got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. Turning it on. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After another clutch third down conversion, it's 1st and goal. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They send the tight end in motion. The give as they work on that clock. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The hand to the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barker. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll go to the toss. Headed to the end zone. And they're in for a touchdown late in this game.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Rush is on him. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving any everything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just